Hello everyone, welcome to Pop Around channel and welcome to our Scotland series. In the previous episode we drove from Glasgow, stopped for our lunch at Loch Lomond and visited Falls of Falloch. Heading further up north, we stopped at Crianlarich and finally reached Glencoe. We then had a very challenging but super scenic drive along a 12-mile long Glen Etive road and back because it's a no-through road. Now we're going to head to our accommodation in Ballachulish. On the way we have seen the famous Wee White House. I hope I'm right, but I'm not quite sure really, because we have seen a few white houses with spectacular backdrop on the way. So just let me know in the comment whether or not I got it right. Anyway, here we are in Ballachulish. This is Loch Leven, by the way. It is a spectacular lake. I wish it was sunny and bright so I could show you how beautiful this lake is. But seems like every time we were around Loch Leven, it was always gloomy and rainy. The only time we had a break from the rain was when we were at the Loch Leven Seafood Cafe, which by the way I would like to recommend. I had the most delicate seafood dishes I've ever had here. In my opinion, it was divine. Not only because they've got the locally caught seafood, but they sure know how to make them so yum. Another restaurant I want to recommend is the La Roque Restaurant and Bar. The restaurant is run by a Michelin star chef, Alan Donald. Very nice and warm atmosphere, and the food was superb.
And that ramp is probably where the ferry.
We started the next day at Loch Achtriochtan, which is a very stunning National Trust location with a white cottage situated at the foot of the Three Sisters mountain. This lake is fed by River Coe, which goes on to Loch Leven at some point. In a minute we're going to follow the river to see the River Coe waterfall. very easy 10-minute walk from the car park of Loch Achtriochtan to this beautiful Glencoe River waterfall. And from here we can take an easy hike to the location where the Harry Potter movie filmed Hagrid's hut. It'll only take around 15 to 20 minutes past the Glasgow Inn. I'm pretty sure that's not how it's pronounced, so my apologies again for any mispronunciation. It's just starting to rain now and the path to Hagrid's hut filming location is quite muddy, so again I would totally recommend a waterproof boots for this mini hike. We nearly aborted our walk because we didn't know how wet it was going to be. Turns out it's raining pretty heavily, as you can see now. But luckily there's a bit of a shelter, just enough for everybody under these pine trees. And just like the famous quote, if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes. Now it looks totally different when the sun comes out. I'm not sure if you can see this or not, but the path kind of turned into a stream at the moment. We took this path to loop back to the car park, and turns out it's a pretty scenic one, so I would 100% recommend. However, you wouldn't be able to see it on the Google map, but the National Trust Woodland Walk is right next to the Glasgow Inn. And by the time we came out of the woodland, it started to rain again, and the whole way back it continued to rain till I was drenched. So we decided that it was time for some hot drinks. Just a few minutes from Loch Achtriochtan, Glencoe Visitor Centre is where we sought shelter, some coffee and some food with a very interesting view. At the visitor center, you will find a reconstructed 17th century turf and creel house and a couple of Highland cows exhibited in the field with a stunning backdrop of Glencoe landscape. Moving on to the Three Sisters Mountains. There's quite a good car park located right in front of it, and the site was incredibly stunning. I just couldn't manage to get all three gigantic sisters in one frame. I can only put them all together in my panoramic mode. We actually planned to go on a hike in the Hidden Valley, which can start here, but after getting a freezing blow of cold wind accompanied by a bunch of grey clouds, we had to abort our plan and head back to our accommodation, where I learned that my sunglasses was damaged due to dampness. I always wondered why my previous sunglasses had the same effect. Anyway, I hope you liked my video. In the next episode, we will travel further up north to Fort William, get on the ferry to the Isle of Mull. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you next episode. Thank you for watching. Bye now.